will also be the last speech, or speech number 100 of this Project 10. The speech is titled Willpower, Welcome, and World Peace. Let's give it up for Albert, esteemed guest today.
Ladies and gentlemen, what does it take to coordinate a global speaking initiative? 9 months ago, I started a project which would be one of the most challenging projects I've ever undertaken in my 5 years of Toastmasters journey. Being a founding leader of the Advanced Ardent Speakers Club, I was somewhat emboldened to dream a vision where our members would be international speakers. As a result, Project 10 was born. Project 10 is this initiative where it was explained by Khor, 10 members individually delivering 10 speeches in 10 different countries. As a team leader, my primary role would be to motivate them as well as to make opportunities available for all the speakers in my team. All 10 speakers are from Malaysia and Singapore. What have we achieved? To date, we have spoken in 63 different countries, 94 different clubs, all 6 continents where there are Toastmasters clubs, and all 14 Toastmasters region. We have delivered keynote speeches. We have even delivered one speech in the Chinese language. So the first speech of this project was delivered on the 30th of October last year in Nepal. Today, I will be delivering the final one. Now, I would like to structure my speech by first spotlighting the members and the clubs, and then I will be speaking about my own personal leadership journey. Starting with the members. Now, all the members are experienced Toastmasters. They were past district leaders, division directors, area directors, past speech contest winners, and they have achieved great things for their club here in Malaysia and Singapore. Now they have joined our club, Advanced Ardent Speakers, to achieve great things for themselves. And by speaking internationally, all of us gain that cultural knowledge. We have to consider geopolitical issues. We have to consider the local club culture. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the speaking pace. If we speak a little too quickly in the Japanese club, for example, we would lose the audience attention in half a minute or so. They will be smiling at you, but they have no idea what you have just said. And this is something that we have learned the hard way. Second, given the time zone that Malaysia is in, speaking in North America, or South America for that matter, you guys share more or less the same time zone, it would mean either midnight or very early in the morning for us. We have spoken in a lot of clubs where they are in the Eastern time zone, and that would mean we have to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning for their evening meetings, or stay up to 12 a.m. midnight for their lunch meetings. So this is where I would really want to congratulate our members for taking that effort to stay up or to wake up very early in the morning for their speeches. And despite all the challenges, 6 of the members have completed speaking in all 6 continents, which means they have to be up at all sorts of odd hours, right? And lastly, I would also like to congratulate them for really taking the effort to craft their speeches for the world. I have personally seen how much they have grown in their journey through these 10 speeches. I'll just pick an example of one member who is not here with us today. When he started his first speech in the United States, he was stuttering throughout the entire speech. He was nervous because that was his first speech outside Malaysia. But then when he delivered his final speech in Finland, man, that was a beautiful and amazing speech. So passionate without the ahs and ums, and it was smooth the whole way through. So this is the journey of the members of Project 10. But now I would like to spotlight the clubs. To all the clubs, and one of them is here with us today from Dominica. You didn't know us. You didn't know if you were scammers, if you are just out for some, something that's not right. but you welcome us. You allowed us and you gave us a stage to deliver a speech in your club meeting. And not only that, you gave us helpful evaluation and you welcome us like friends, like old friends, some of you. So I would now like to take this opportunity to also thank all the participating clubs, all 94 clubs, for helping out in Project 10 and being part of this journey. Now, I would like to talk about my own personal leadership journey leading Project 10. This is also taking into account the 360 leadership assessment which I have to make and which a few members have gladly given me the feedback. Now, going back a little, Project 10 started in October 2021. And when we first started the project, the first thing I did was to share the news with the world. I posted our poster on the international Facebook members group, and I expected to receive a lot of offers from all over the world. Guess what? I received 5 speaking slots, 4 of which was in the United States and 1 in Nepal. That was tough. Going just 2 months into the project, we have had about 20 speaking slots and the well was quickly drying up. I put another poster on the group and it didn't really give me a lot of leads either. To make matters worse, one of the feedback I received was that we didn't know what is in it for us. One of the clubs told me, why should we be part of this Project 10? What is this Project 10? So it made me go back to the drawing board, discuss with my members, and finally, I decided to use the uniqueness of the project itself as the main selling point, where members are going around the world delivering speeches, something that has never happened before in the history of Toastmasters. So I sold that, and well, it worked. In some cases, it didn't in the rest. So I have to still resolve this problem of speaking slots. So what I did next was unexpected. I actually went to the Toastmasters page. I tried to find clubs and I just contacted them through WhatsApp and Facebook. Just that, cold calling, you call it. Send them random messages. And guess what? It succeeded this time. I've got slots from Madagascar, Chile, Colombia, most of these European countries, Romania, Ukraine. Wow. That move, ladies and gentlemen, sustained us until the end of Project 10. I would dare say that out of the 63 countries, we probably gained about 40 countries through just random WhatsApp messages and emails to their Facebook account. So I hope this gives you some idea. If you want to speak in another club, just give them a ring and they'll be very happy to help you out, right? Now, the other major challenge that I faced was the lifting of COVID restrictions. Now, when we were all online, it was a lot easier to visit clubs. But as early as December last year, clubs began shutting their doors to online attendance. And for example, Mongolia is no longer open for online attendance at all. So not only this was a challenge in terms of the speaking slots, but also in terms of the availability of our members to support each other. They spend more time on the road, they had to work in the office, and therefore they don't have that much time to spare to support when another member is delivering a speech abroad. What did I do? I used Nelson Mandela's leadership principle, and I quote, "It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership." So what this meant was I became their supporter. So I stayed up to 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, or I wake up very early in the morning. I make sure that every member here is still supported by at least one member of Project 10. So from all these stories above, you might have identified some of my leadership style, which I would just review to all of you right now: innovative and pace setting. These two are my main leadership style. But if there are 2 lessons which I could draw from this, is to maybe involve my members a bit more, give them a clear action plan, and be very authentic and unambiguous about my expectations from the very beginning. But nevertheless, I think it's been a wonderful project for me, great learning experience. And to sum up Project 10 right now, I would like to say that we have demonstrated 3 Ws. Sheer willpower. Now, Project 10 is not rocket science. Project 10 is not trademark or copyrighted. First Canadian Toastmasters Club can just take it and do their own project. Not a problem at all. In fact, I encourage it. But it's the willpower of the members of Project 10 that make this program a success. And they have crafted their speeches for the world. That's the second W, the world. The world today is full of strife, war, famine, a myriad of other issues. By making connections with the 63 countries, for example, we have spoken in Ukraine, Russia, and Belarus before the invasion of February 24th. So you could imagine how heartbroken we were when it happened on February 24th. But I would say that we have created this bridge with members from other clubs and members from other countries. And hopefully this is a step towards world peace. Lastly, W, welcome. All of you share the Toastmasters DNA today by welcoming us into your home, into your club to deliver a speech. And for that, I think this is a great initiative and achievement. And this is the element which will keep Toastmasters going for many years to come. So with that, I would like to call Project 10 to a close. And I'm so glad that all of you have given us the support, and thank you so much to First Canadian Toastmasters Club for today's speech. And thank you to all the participating clubs and members. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Albert. I think our club is honored to have you do that 100th speech at our club.